Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. You're very welcome to the programme, and where we find ourselves today is in the beautiful Crom Estate, which is in County Fermanagh near Enniskillen, and it's absolutely beautiful scenery here. And why we're here is we're here to look at two castles, and that's the old Crom Castle, which is now a ruin, and also the newer Crom Castle. And you can see the newer Crom Castle there in the distance. And again you can see the old Crom Castle in the distance. And so that's where we're heading now, down to the old Crom Castle, and then we'll do a wee walk up to the new one and do a wee video there. Now, the old Crom Castle was built in 1611, and it was built by a Scottish planter named Michael Balfour. And it was built by Michael as a fortified tower house with a bawn equipped with round flankers. Now, in 1689, Crom Castle was an outpost of the town of Enniskillen, which was held by the Williamites. That's the troops that were loyal to King William III, the Prince of Orange. And it was besieged twice by the Jacobites, and of course the Jacobites are the troops that were loyal to King James II. So it was besieged twice by the Jacobites, but the Williamite garrisons were able to withstand these sieges. Now, Lord COL, who was the Jacobite commander, he summoned Enniskilleners to surrender, and COL had a reputation for cruelty. Now, General Hamilton, who was the governor of Enniskillen, he replied that Enniskillen was held in the name of King William, and so he refused to surrender. Now, Crom Castle was under the command of Colonel Crichton, and a considerable number of Protestants from the surrounding area were quartered there to defend it. And as I say, this is Crom Castle that we're heading towards now. And Lord Gilmoy, he tried to deceive the Williamites by having two fake cannons made of tin, and he brought them up against the castle. Of course, he wouldn't have been able to fire them, but it was only to fool the Williamites into thinking that they had cannon. Now, during the night, a detachment of 200 Williamites was sent by General Hamilton to assist the castle in its defence. And the reinforcements then, having joined those who were in the castle, both sallied out together, and they actually drove the Jacobites from their trenches. And COL at once, he raised the siege then, and he retreated to Belter Bet. Now, Crom Castle came under attack for a second time in 1689, again by the Jacobites, this time under the command of General McCarthy. But again, the Williamites were able to hold out. And in 1764, the old castle was destroyed by a domestic fire. And so in the 1830s, the present day Crom Castle, which I just showed you, was built. So this is the castle here. And what you're looking at here was the garden, the 17th and 18th century garden. And there are some traces of the garden left. You can see where it's growing wild there, which is the ha-ha, or the sunken wall. So I'll show you that over here first. As you can see, that's the ha-ha. And I know a fella called Davy Ha-ha. He's actually my mechanic. I don't know how Davy got that name, but there you are. And then it runs on down there through the bushes. So that's traces of the old garden. Now, the bit there in the middle, that's original. That was from the old castle during the sieges of the Williamite in Jacobite times. But these here are newer because they were actually built in the 19th century, and they were built to give it a wee bit more of a romantic feel. So they were. But certainly it's a fantastic castle. And there's also an O'Neill connection here, which I will reveal to you shortly. So that pit there you're looking at, that's the original from the 17th century during the two sieges of 1689. And then those there at each end, the towers, the flanking towers, they are actually from the 19th century. So we'll go through here and have a wee look. And you can see the beautiful upper Loch Iron. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I'm not going to go in there because, see, trying to get up there with my bad knees, you would need a wee step there, to be honest. But there's not a big lot to see anyway. I did hobble up, but I couldn't do it with a camera filming. But you can see there, anyway, there's not a big lot to see. It's amazing to have this, isn't it? I'll talk to you a wee bit about that tower there in the distance shortly. So this part here is original. You see somebody's drew a cross there. So back in 1689, this castle would have seen a right wee bit of action. So I'm glad I certainly wasn't standing here back then. And as I said earlier, these towers then, they're more modern, from the 19th century. And there's a wee step here, so I'll be able to take you into this one. No roof on this one, unfortunately. Pretty amazing. the view of the lake here is absolutely fantastic. Could you imagine just getting up in the morning, opening your front door, standing at the top of your steps and looking at that? Isn't that amazing? That's Upper Lough Erne. There's Upper and there's Lower Lough Erne. And of course, Gad Island is on Lough Erne, which is an old monastery site. Been there a few times. Good to see his wee summer seats here. Means you can sit down if you get tired. And you can also enjoy the view. I said I would mention a tower there. Now, that's Gad Island, and that's Crichton Tower. And it was actually built to be viewed from the new castle. So it was, rather than the old castle. So it was actually built to be viewed from the new castle Crom. But it's called Crichton's Tower, and I'm just wondering, is it named after the Williamite Commander who was over Crom Castle? Which it could well be. Because, as I say, Crom Castle was under the command of Colonel Crichton. And he was a Williamite commander here. So I'm just wondering, is the tower actually named after him? Or at least after his family. There's a wee speedboat heading across the loch there. So the rain has just come on there. It's not too bad at the minute. So that's what I'm just wondering. But certainly a breathtaking view, isn't it? And I would assume that it's named after Colonel Crichton then. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the two yew trees, which has the connection with the O'Neill, and then I'm going to take you down, show you the view from that wall, because that there would have been a main entrance at one time for Crom Castle. And so I'm going to take you down there and let you see that. But this is one of the yew trees here. There's one male and one female, that's why they're so big. Because they have populated. So I'm going to take you a wee walk here and let you see those. They're massive now, of course. But tradition has it that O'Neill, who was attainted for rebellion during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, that he took leave of his lady here under one of these yew trees. So that's according to tradition anyway, whether it's true or not. But if it is true, then that would mean that these yew trees, or at least one of them, were fully grown more than 400 years ago. Incredible, isn't it? So that's the connection here with these yew trees and O'Neill. Now, you will not be able to get in there today because, as you can see, it's a quagmire. But amazing trees, aren't they? So that one there is the female and that's the male. Some trees, beautiful, aren't they? So I'll take you around and show you the other side of it. They're massive today, like. Again, that stairs taking you along the boundary of the old gardens that used to be here. This is a lengthy wee video, we're over 15 minutes, but I hope you're enjoying the wee tour. Even though it is a wee bit damp now. So down behind those trees basically is the avenue, which was once used back in the day. Of course it's not used today, only for people who want to have a wee dander down it. There's a wee bird. It's away. So it seems as if O'Neill done a wee bit of curtain here, as we would say, in Northern Ireland. Thankfully there's nobody curtain here today. So this is the other side. You can see the other tree there. Pretty dry at the trees, it's just the entrance which isn't dry. I might be able to actually get in through that wee side bit, possibly. We'll see what we're like. It's not too bad here actually, if I bend down. The places I have to go for my YouTubers. Now if I can get by this fella here, I'm doing right like. No, I'm not going to get in, but I think I'm in far enough anyway. Gives you a wee better view of it. So there you are. So we're almost finished with the video. There's just a wee bit more that I'm going to show you, and that's the avenue. But before I do that, I want to show you this flat bit of ground here, because what this was the bowling green, believe it or believe it not. So this was the bowling green. You get a good view there, the central part of the castle, the original part. So this is part of the avenue then, which is known as Lime Tree Avenue. But as I say, the avenue is not used today, only by visitors. If you're doing a wee walk, you can see the wall's still there. So I'll take you down at least part of that wee walk there, because we're coming up in 20 minutes here. And I don't normally like to do long videos. Excuse me. Beautiful, isn't it? I think the sun's trying to get out again. Good to see. Now you can see Crichton's Tower again. It would remind you a wee bit like Scotland, wouldn't it? With the locks. So this is Lime Tree Avenue, and it's a beautiful wee walk. You can see the wall goes right the whole way down there, as well as the trees. So, if you live in Northern Ireland or even Ireland, why don't you get yourself down here, the Crom Castle estate? Now, not only is there history stuff here, but as I showed you, you've got the lake, or the loch should I say, and there's a lot of water sports that are carried out from this estate on the loch. And you can also camp here, and you can also rent a chalet here. So this would be a sort of a cheap holiday for you and the kids, and you've sort of got everything you need here. You could come for a week, and then you've got the walking as well if you enjoy the walking in the woodlands. So I hope you're enjoying this wee donder. I'm hoping to do a few more videos in various places. I've got many notes. There's no way I'll get to all the different places today, so I will have to come back at some stage. But this is the avenue, Lime Tree Avenue at Crom Castle Estate. Get a better wee view there. I can remember camping with the youth club at Loch Earn back in the day. I don't think I'll be up for camping now. I like my comfort too much. That's why I like a hotel or a B&B. So there you are, that's Lime Tree Avenue. Hope you enjoyed the wee walk there. So I'll just bring you out into the clearing here, and then we'll wrap this wee video up. And that's us back looking at the yew trees, which has a big association, big connection with O'Neill. So thanks for watching, and God bless.